the lyrics from that. We're going to come back with a bunch of other great songs like Indentured Servitude, Cleansing Wind, and also some of the other great songs like We the People and others. Stay with us. My guys don't normally run the music from this end. they're out there not watching the clock. We'll be right back. Sons-of-liberty.net. The album is Sons of Liberty, Brush Fires. I call it Bush Fires, but it's brush fires in the minds of men. That's actually what Thomas Jefferson said. But down here in Texas, brush turns into bush fires. And you go to the site. It's my info. Ron Paul, G. Edward Griffin. I can't thank you enough for doing this, John, and for having G. Edward Griffin get in contact with us and give us the CD and say that, hey, Mr. Schaefer would like to break this on your show, thinks it's the ideal place to do it. Again, I'm just super excited, and I hope the listeners take advantage of this and then don't go, oh, this guy could have made millions of dollars off this like your other albums do. He made it for us for free. We're not going to appreciate this. I hope everybody gets this new album, Sons of Liberty, out to everyone.
Yeah, me too. I mean, that's the whole point of doing it. They can purchase a higher resolution audio quality for like $7.99 in a download. And there will be at some point physical distribution where it will be in the store.
No, that's good to fund yourself. We need to do that.
Yeah, I mean, exactly, because it cost me a lot of money to do this. And, but I mean, my thing is copy it. If you buy a CD, copy it.
It costs money for you to fly here to Texas to promote it.
Yeah.
Time is really what cost.
That too. I mean, but, this is important stuff. It's a big deal for me. So, I mean, to spend the time, and I would have been doing another project in place of this had I not done this record, but I decided to, everything had to kind of go on hold while I was doing
going back 14 years ago, I pioneered, I wasn't aware of what I was doing, but I did pioneer saying, here, my film's free. And then that actually woke up a lot of people and created a large listening base, which later made us financially stable so we could expand a little bit. But again, it is important for people to support what you're doing at sons-of-liberty.net. We've got links to it up on Infowars.com. This is a short segment, but finishing up, John, your awakening. So what was the process like building up to then making this album?
Well, basically from the time that I wrote the first song, Our Dying Republic, then it turned into, the idea kind of blossomed into, I went into the studio that day. I literally wrote that song and recorded it, programmed the drums, did the vocals and everything in one day. I mean, I was that shook up about it. And from that point on, I was thinking, what can I do? What can I do with this? And I just decided to go for it and, make it a full, I guess it is sort of a concept album. I mean, it's certainly the same theme running through it. And it's the song, The Cleansing Wind on there. That's about my trip to Central America and how that was really the thing that made me realize that it was kind of the beginning of the breaking free of the matrix. You know what I mean? Being down at a place where you literally are with nature. It was just me and my family spending good quality time together for a month. And after a week or 10 days, I physically began to feel different. I'm thinking, what is this? What's going on? And it's just the whole process. And so by the time I got home, you know, I knew something was up. Like, it was weird. It was just
so you woke up totally independently before you started searching for more info.
Yeah, there was.
Wow, that's really that's powerful.
There was a different feeling there. You know, the water was different. The whole thing.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, it's all the frequency pollution, the water. They put poison on record in there, you know, to destabilize people. It's the flashing lights, the signs, the busyness, how we're all so distracted that we are really programmed. When you get in nature for a couple days, I mean, this happens to me, but now I can almost not take it, because then I start really understanding levels I hadn't, and it's just, my brain starts moving too quick. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know for you it was good to wake up out there, but now I'm almost scared to go away to the jungle for 2 weeks because, I mean, I already know too much, and it's just, and now it's starting to really get spooky.
Right. Yeah. Well, hey, you know, and the thing is that people out there can call us kooks all they want. The fact is that the research is there. You know, do it. Get informed. If you want to, you can't say because honestly, I thought a lot of this stuff that I heard, my father was a John Birch guy. So, you know, when I was a young child, I remember certain things that him and his friends would talk about concerning the United Nations and stuff. And then there was a point where he just didn't talk about it anymore. And unfortunately, he died a couple years ago, so I can't talk to him now. I wish I could.
Oh, so there were those seeds, and now 20, 30 years later, everything he was talking about is now coming true on the nightly news. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more Sons of Liberty.
Without distractions, far from chaos, one with nature, I see what I'm meant to be. As the winds wash over me, a chain reaction, I have awakened to boldly question what I've been led to believe. My quest for true liberty. Cleansing winds have washed over me, and now I'm free. I hold the truth and all that it brings, and I will speak.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. That's Cleansing Wind. And again, a free album, complete album, made by the founder of Iced Earth, John Schaefer, available for free at sons-of-liberty.net. Or you can simply go to Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com. We've got links up there today. And also, when we post this later to PrisonPlanet.tv, we'll put a link to the site there. And then later, when this is posted to the Alex Jones channel on YouTube, up in the corner, we will also post a link to go get the free album. And hopefully you'll spread it with others. For rock and roll and heavy metal fans, this will certainly be another big awakening. And again, so many people in Hollywood and in music and in science and in culture are shattering the left-right paradigm. Look at how the left is coming out now against the healthcare plan, finding out it was all a big ripoff for banks. I mean, everything is a ripoff for banks. They control the world. Anything and everything they do, banker bailouts, Kyoto, Copenhagen, healthcare, it's all going to be a scam. Just like you said before the break, get past the puppets, get to the bankers. Right. So continue with your awakening, John Schaefer.
Well, when you say that too, that's the thing that I think infuriates me, because I'm a huge supporter of the troops, and I know that they are doing what they believe is right, and they. But the thing is, when you figure out that this is all happening for a bunch of bankers, you know, and elitists, it's a horrible thing. I mean, it's just absolutely horrible. So awareness to that institution has got to be brought to the forefront if we're going to have any chance. at correcting.
And that's the thing about war. The guys fighting and dying, they are heroic. They are saving their buddies. But they've been put in a fraudulent situation. And so they start confusing their heroism with the overall evil. And the government does that on purpose. They say, look at these troops with their arms and legs blown off. They've got courage. That's only meant to make the system look good.
Right. I know. I mean,
but I'm interrupting.
No.
Continue with Your Awakening. Continue with some of the other songs in the album.
Well, let's run down the list. I mean, basically, Jekyll Island, we've talked about that. The Creature, I think everybody needs to get this book, The Creature from Jekyll Island. It's absolutely crucial in the whole scheme to understand what is going on in our world. And I actually just started another one of Mr. Griffin's books, The Fearful Master, about the UN. I mean, that's another institution that needs to get the hell out of this country. I mean, we have, it's just bad. It's just bad in every way you can think. And awareness is the key to figuring this out, because they make everything look like it's good when it's actually the root cause of everything that's wrong, actually, in so many ways. So, I mean,